When I first looked at the requirements for the comprehensive teacher training program at Rivercity Pilates, it seemed a little overwhelming. There are a lot of hours that you need to complete. However, when I taught my first clients, I was really thankful that I had had all of those hours and all of that experience. Because I had spent time watching Carrie teach, I had observed, but I had also practiced on friends and family, teaching before I had paid clients who were coming into the studio. And it was really good to have all of that different ways of learning combining into one. There were written exams and there were just different ways to process information. I do remember the full program requires 50 hours of private lessons, and so it was about one a week for a year, and that was fantastic because you get to learn the work in your own body, and you get to do some more advanced stuff that you wouldn't necessarily get to do in classes, just because hopefully someday you'll have some clients that you can teach that to as well. And so it was really good to have those private lessons to kind of internalize the movement so that when a client asks you, where should I be feeling this, rather than saying that reciting an answer that you memorized from reading, you would say from your own experience, you might feel that a little bit in the IT band or the hamstrings or wherever it might be. So that was really great. I do remember my first teaching test, because you have practice teaching tests. I was really nervous, and the client who had volunteered was so sweet, but I just felt like I wasn't necessarily communicating the way I should have been, and it was great because Carrie was there, but she was kind of sitting back in a corner, and it was very laid back and friendly and relaxing. And after the client had left, she explained to me, maybe you could have done this a little bit differently, or we kind of workshopped a few of those things to figure out how to be a more efficient teacher. But learning to teach is a skill. It takes practice. And that's what's really great about this program is, yes, it is a long program. It's almost 15 months or more, depending on how long it takes you to actually complete it. But at the end of that time, you'll have worked with practice clients, you'll have observed, you'll have taken written tests to prove that you just know the fundamentals of the, this many springs or whatnot, the fundamentals of Pilates knowledge. And so it's really helpful when you actually go and you have your first class of paying clients or you have your first private lesson. You feel like you know what's going on and that you are capable to teach that client, and that really shines through when you're actually working with the client. So again, if you're interested in the teacher training program, I recommend that you check out rivercitypilates.com. Bye.